Hi everyone and welcome to Module 7. This term always goes so fast and it's hard to believe that we are already at the end. So a few things, probably the most important reminder is that the end of this term is on Saturday. So because of that, you have one less day to complete the assignments for this last week. So our term will end on Saturday, October 3rd, and then you will have a 2-week break because the next term will start on Monday, October 19th. So just mark your calendars for that. So you'll get a little reprieve in between. So this week, your discussion board is going to be about how patient privacy, confidentiality, and the sharing of electronic patient information is managed within your place of work. So very important, remember to be using your personal examples. How do they manage that? How do we maintain privacy? And just making sure that you're bringing your own examples and tying that in with the information that's in the book this week. The discussions, I think, have been very rich and rewarding. It's one of my favorite parts of the course is the conversations that I see between the students. So I hope that you've enjoyed that this term as well. Your other assignment this week will be your video presentation. This will be a 5 to 10 minute uploaded video, and it's going to be about the ethical and legal issues in nursing informatics. So you can be pulling in content on things such as HIPAA, you can be pulling in ethical decision making, patient autonomy, doing no harm. There's so many different things that you can pull into this presentation. There are tips as far as how to upload and post this. One thing I will caution you is when you are recording your videos, do it in the lower quality camera settings. So before you start, check your camera settings, because if you are recording in a high quality video, then it's going to be a much larger file, and this will take some time to upload. I am including information on how to upload in YouTube just because I feel that that's sometimes quicker and easier than uploading a direct file, and that way you can just go into the submission area and just post the YouTube link. If you do that, you have to make sure that you have that setting on, not on private. It needs to be on public or unpublished so that we can view that. But I will include that with the directions. And once it's been graded, you can take that down. If you're uncomfortable with using YouTube, then you can absolutely upload the file directly. Just know that you're gonna need to allow sufficient time for that to upload. The time is going to depend on the speed of your computer. And if it has a lot of memory and a lot of power, it will go quick. Otherwise, I have had students tell me that it has taken well over an hour to upload. So that's why I just caution you and to allow that extra time, especially with us having one less day on this final week. When you look at the assignment for that video, it is going to tell you to be creative. So some students get caught up with that creativity. What do I mean? And, if you don't feel that you're a creative person, you can be creative in the examples that you use. It does not have to be over the top. For those of you who are creative and want to do something fun and different, I have seen students put together skits with their families or coworkers or friends. I've seen animals and pets and puppet shows and all kinds of things that have been pulled in. So I just want you to have fun with the assignment. But like I said, if that's not you and you want to stand here and just talk, just make sure that you're using good creative examples to illustrate your point. Do not forget that if you look at the grading rubric, you have to include your source, just like every other assignment. So the source always has to be there. If you do not hold up a paper or something with your source, make sure that you clearly state the source for your content of your video presentation. I have had students in the past who were not really comfortable with being on camera, and that's okay. You can direct it. If you can recruit family or friends as volunteers to be in it, that's fine as well. The reason that we do a video, we can cover the content in so many ways, but I want to make sure everyone has that skill, because when you get to your health assessment course, you have to upload a video of yourself doing that assessment. So that's one of the reasons that we pull that computer skill in for this class. The other thing I'm going to ask of you, as in Module 7, you will see that there's a course evaluation there. Now, the university will send you later on an online evaluation to complete, which is about me and the pros and cons of the class. But you'll see that this is specifically tied to our course objectives. And then I have some open-ended questions, about what did you like, what was the most difficult thing for you. This is a requirement for our program accreditation. So I do need all of you. It is a requirement to complete the evaluation. I will tell you that it is anonymous. We talked about how, with the beauty of electronics, that you can just gather aggregated data. So the course evaluation is set up so that I cannot see your name associated with what you submit. So I just want you to rest assured that. But I do pay attention to the comments. If there's something you didn't like, I do ask you, don't just say, this stunk, or I didn't like this, or I hated this. Give some feedback. Why did you not like it? What was hard for you? How could that be improved? I know that this course is a lot for those of you who did not feel very tech savvy coming into it, but I want you to stop and look at how far you have come in the last 7 weeks and what you're capable of. And I really hope that this course has not only taught you more about informatics and what that entails, but also has got you more comfortable in the online learning environment and provided you with some of the skills that are going to be needed for your success throughout our program. When I look at the course learning objectives, so often students come into this class and think that it's going to help them do better with EPIC or Cerner, but there's so many different programs out there that, this can't be tied to the clickology of what to click on to better access information within a specific system. This is more about utilizing information and understanding all of those concepts that tie in. When we look at the health throughout the lifespan, the conversations in our discussion board are so rich, and you've been able to share with one another. We have nurses working with pediatrics and school nurses to prison nurses to OR and ED nurses and flight nurses. So we have everything. And that's where I really feel that we learn from one another and have those rich conversations. I want you to know that it has been an absolute pleasure working with each of you. As far as the Module 6 papers, those will be graded and returned to you as soon as possible. I will tell you that sometimes there is a brief delay getting those back to you. Even if the grade is posted, we do give you individual feedback so that you'll have that on the future for assignments in your other classes, and those will be emailed to you. I know that some of you have not written a paper in a very long time, and so I do like to not just give you a score, but give you feedback as well to help you progress and grow in the future. So it has been my pleasure. If you have any questions or need anything even going forward, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And thanks so much, and good luck in the rest of the program.